Hail and well met friends, Landang here for another episode of the Epic Story. When we last left off, we are getting ready to start Book 14 in Laerdan's chamber. And so now that is just what we will do.
Mind my words, traveler.
Greetings, Staff Dang. You have been of great help to me in the past, and now I have need of your aid once more. As you know, we will soon depart for Eregion. But there is much to be done before I leave. First, I would ask you to visit Philinelith in the Hall of Fire here at Rivendell, and request provisions of her. Then, I would have you journey to the Isle of Tinadir in Evendim, and ask Nat Collop to send my trusted steed, Erel, back to me. Lastly, I would ask you to venture to Gathfornir, and ask Golodir to return my breastplate to me. It has long been missing. When you have accomplished these tasks, return to me, and we will depart. Of course, I'm stuck doing his dirty work. The stupid elf doesn't even know how to go, and does he have any idea how long? Not all of us live forever, buddy. We don't have infinite time to collect our goods. Can't believe him. Does he know the percentage of my life will be taken up going hundreds of miles across the landscape just to find stupid pieces that he could probably get better ones here in Rivendell? Well, such is Quest in LOTRO. Stupid elf, I got so mad at him I forgot even where I was going. I was supposed to come into the Hall of Fire and talk to this person.
You may be of service to me.
Greetings, Staff Dang. Laerdan's journey is not unknown to me. I have gathered many provisions, but I lack the fine clover honey I need to prepare lembas, the waybread of the elves. I am given to understand, however, that there is an expert cook in the Shire, the land of the halflings. Young Peregrine Took suggested I send some to Michael Delving to find this cook. But the journey is far, even though my life is infinite, and we are busy with many preparations. Perhaps you would undertake this task? Journey to Michael Delving in the Shire, far to the west of Rivendell, and purchase some fine clover honey, then return to me. I swear, elves are the worst. They make you run all over the place, and, well, they live forever. We mortals do not, but they send us on these tasks, hoping we don't notice their evil deeds. That's what Laerdan was hoping, which is why he had Sarah Oakheart do all those things. If only the elves would learn. If they do it themselves, it would be much better done. Who knows how many problems in Middle-earth would be solved if the elves would just leave their home. Alright, Golodir, where is the breastplate? Oh, great. Alas, I know not where Laerdan's breastplate may lie. I do not recall him wearing it when we came to Gathfornir. There is one place you may look, but it is terrible and dangerous place. When we first passed Ramas Delron, we took refuge at a place called Dolendath in Imlad Belloch. When the dead arose, we fled and left much behind. Perhaps Laerdan's breastplate was among those belongings. If you wish to search Dolendath, you will find the entrance in Imlad Belkorth to the south and west of Mirkworth. But beware of the dead. Alright. Well, we shall do this task only because, well, actually I have no idea why we're doing this, honestly. But who knows, maybe it will turn out good somehow. Alright, supposedly Laerdan's breastplate is somewhere within this infested, horrid, white-filled tomb of death and despair. We will find it here, I hope, possibly. Alright, let's kill off some undead. There are a lot of undead here, I must admit. This is a fairly large cave network. There we go. There are a lot of diseased rats around here. Alright, let's burn out the disease, shall we? Very good. Alright, let's hope it's in this locker. Locker was empty. Laerdan's breastplate lies elsewhere. Its dust covers you from above. Alright, let's see here. Enjoy the fire. Fool. Foolish wight. It's now dead. Right, it must be in that locker at the end of the hall. First, to kill all these fools. There are a lot of fools in Middle-earth. That's one thing I've learned from the last 13 books. But there are a lot of fools here. Alright, let's burn them out once more, shall we? Yes. The whole room on fire. Alright, got him. Yep, aren't you lovely? Sure your mother loves you. That's probably the only one. Alright. Horrid tomb white. Time to die. There we go. Hopefully it will be in here. The lock is empty. Laerdan's breastplate lies elsewhere. Cave rumbles. Something awakens. In the distance, the sound of laughter is heard. Sounds a lot like Pineleaf if he was trying to be an orc. What could be down here? Oh, hello. Cursed tomb, right? Time to die. Once again with all the others. There we are. What could... Oh, hello. Lots of dead. Oh, there's one behind. Very well. You shall all die soon enough. Perfect. There we go. An ancient chest. Ah, just as I have foreseen. You have come for the elf's armor, have you not? Well, your search has not been in vain, for here it is. Unfortunately, your search has also led to your doom. Alright. Well, clearly your dream did not reach the end when I kill you. Or maybe you kill me, but I doubt it. I've lived so far. Yes, send forth your dead warriors, see what I care, fool. Okay, apparently has a lot of dead warriors. Yep, thank you for the stun. Really, it's always nice to get a free one. Okay. Time to burn this place on fire. Okay. Here we go. And dead. Let's see if he was telling the truth. He was. You found Laerdan's breastplate. Now you should return to Golodir. Let him know of the events that corresponded here, and also that you found the stupid elf's breastplate. Alright, Golodier.
How can I be of service?
I see you have found the breastplate, but it is in too poor condition to give to Laerdan now. Allow me to have one of the dwarves here repair it. I would consider it a gift to my friend. I will have it brought by one of our messengers to Esteldian, and on to Rivendell. So, see, I will actually do something good, but sadly, because Turbine introduced that new XP item, none of my quest rewards are good anymore. Anyway, you should probably go and help the others that are somewhere in Middle-earth. I'm sure that Dane has you running on more errands than just this one, if I know that elf. I know that he's nothing but clumsy and stupid, the idiot. Alright, Nat, what do you know?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Well now, Laerdan sends you to bring his horse back to him. That'll be a mite difficult. You see, he badly needs new shoes, and I haven't materials to finish them. Without some dwarf steel cutlery, mouths, there's not much more I can do. I hear there's an expert metalsmith at Thorn's Hall, out in the Blue Mountains, way off to the west, because, you know, we need to tell you just how far you're going, who might have some, but I can't leave. Of course, there's no guarantee that he has anything at all. Perhaps you would make the journey to Thorn's Hall and purchase a few of the molds. I'm sure I could make it worth your while. Yeah, because, you know, 24 silver is clearly worth my while. Alright. What is this world coming? You know what? Give me a free, stable travel, good buddy. Show me your
How can I
travel
be of service?
destinations. Better be something fine. We'll go to Michael Delving, because you're inadequate. Here we come. Shire quest. We came all this way just to buy stupid clover honey. Well, let's get it all done. There we go. This was totally worthwhile. Now to Thorn's Hall and the stupid dwarf that may or may not have the stuff that we need. Alright, we'll buy these stupid dwarf molds, because clearly no one else in the world apparently has the ability to make a mold for a horseshoe. Just like to point that out. No one else in the world apparently has molds for horseshoes in all of Middle-earth, except for this one dwarf place over here. Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Alright, Nat. Let's see what you have to say. Well, that would do right nicely, Staftang. What's better to get dwarf steel molds than the dwarves? You tell Master Laerdan that I'll send a rider down to Ariel as soon as the new shoes are finished. Fantastic. Let's continue along, back to Rivendell. Alright, we're finally almost done with this quest.
Greetings to you.
Yes, this will do nicely. A very rich gold and sweet from the comb. You may let Laerdan know that the Lembas will be ready ere his journey begins. Alright. Now where's Laerdan? Alright, Laerdan. Oh. The door to Laerdan's room appears to be locked, and a note has been pinned nearby. Let's see what's here. Staftang, I must apologize, but I did not think you would understand. Your tasks were little more than a diversion. I have departed already from Rivendell, and have taken with me the shards of Narquil. I must return them to Narmaleth, or her mind will never be made whole. The love of my daughter, alas, must supersede all else. May the light of the stars shine upon your path. Okay, time to talk to Elrond, 'cause I'm losing my mind. What are we going to do now? That is not good at all. Elrond, important
A
stuff.
strange fate brings you hither.
Laerdan has taken the shards of Narquil to Amarthu. This is dread news, my friend. This development forces our hand.
A strange fate brings you
Staftang,
hither.
It seems that Amartheel's tormentors succeeded in breaking Laerdan's mind. He has left Rivendell and seeks to bring the shards of Narquil to Amartheel, in the vain hope of restoring her mind to Narmalith. Time is of the essence. We must learn quickly how far ahead Laerdan has gone. We must try to overtake him before he can complete his purpose. Speak with LOTRO, the stablemaster at the stables to the west of here. He will surely have Laerdan. Alright, we must hurry indeed if we are to save Laerdan and all of Middle-earth from certain... Alright, LOTRO.
What do you need?
You seek news of Laerdan? He came to me 2 days ago, seeking the use of a horse. He said that Master Elrond had given him leave to seek the traitorous Amartheel. This was not the case. Please tell Lord Elrond immediately. Yes, because instead of, trying to chase after him, because, well, he just left 2 stinking days ago, it's not like it just happened. We'll just casually go back to Elrond, because, we like to make the story be a little bit tighter when everyone arrives together. Fantastic idea. Alright, Elrond. There's bad news indeed.
Hope is not in vain.
The news becomes more dire with each passing moment. Alas for Laerdan. There is no more time to lose. We must act at once.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Your news is most distressing, Stafdeng. I fear Laerdan's will was broken under the torments of Amartheel. You have my approval to search Laerdan's room for anything that reveals the full purpose of his departure. I fear there is little more time. For if he brings the shards of Narquil to Mirobel, Amartheel is sure to be waiting there. Laerdan's room is in this very house. Go now, and return when you have learned more. Alright, Elrond. I will go. Good thing you're always in your library, otherwise who knows how anyone would get anything done. Always searching for Elrond instead of, actually doing things. Alright, well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. When we return, we will search the guest chambers for news of what might have happened of Laerdan and his poor, tortured mind. Till then, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the epic story as we are getting close to the end of Volume 1. And till next time, thank you guys so much.
PVMP and Dang. Subscribe.